Hey, Trailblazers! I'm Miss Nancy, and I'm so glad you are here today. We have to stop and think about some things that we've talked about in the past, and that is what the commands of Christ are. If you remember, He gave 9 different commands. Let's see if we can remember them. The first one was repent and believe. You're exactly right. And then pray. Yeah. And then be baptized, and some of you have been baptized. And then go and make disciples. Love, give, gather, celebrate the Lord's Supper, and worship God in tough times. Now, why am I bringing that up today? Do you remember last week we talked about the fact that we are what? Children of God. That's right. We're in God's family. He loves us and He chose us to be in His family, and all believers are children of God. All believers, no matter what their age, they are children of God. Well, what is our job as the children of God? What does it say in the Bible that we're supposed to do? You know, those commands of Christ tell us what we're supposed to do, right? All of those different things we talked about. But what are we doing that for? We're doing that so that we can show other people the goodness of God, to try to draw them to Jesus, to try to draw them to want to be children of God as well. In 1 Peter, God calls you a royal priest. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? What does a priest do? Well, he leads other people, right? And that's what your job is. When you become a believer in Jesus, your life should reflect Jesus so that other people can see what Jesus is like and who Jesus is. In Philippians, in the 3rd chapter, we're called citizens of heaven. Oh, wow. So they really are saying, you don't really belong here in earth. You really belong in heaven. You're just here temporarily. And that's true, because we're not going to live forever in these human bodies here on earth, are we? No. One day we'll pass away. And because we're believers in Jesus, we will be in heaven with Him. So we are citizens of heaven even now. And then also in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, we are called Christ's ambassadors. Well, what is an ambassador? What do they do? Well, we know that in politics, the ambassadors go to other countries and they represent the United States in those countries. When things are happening in those countries that have to do with the United States, the ambassadors are involved so that they can help to make things the way the United States would want them to be. Guess what? If you're an ambassador for Jesus, that means you as well are representing Him. Like I said, your life is reflecting Him. That's pretty important, isn't it? My question to you is, are you reflecting Jesus like Jesus would want you to reflect Him? You know, that's why He gave us the commands. Those commands help us to know what to do so that we can be very good ambassadors, citizens of heaven, and royal priests. Well, I'm so glad that you came today, and I'm glad to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. I hope you have a fabulous week. And this is Miss Nancy signing off. I'll talk to you next week. Bye. I'm hoping to see you again next week. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.